a freelance makeup artist, so January and February tend to be terrible months for makeup artists because nobody gets married and nothing's happening. But come March, thankfully things have started to come in again. I'm lucky enough that when I moved over to the Algarve, I was contacted by, I also write for magazines and I do a lot of shoot work and fashion editorials and stuff, and weddings obviously, but I was contacted by a magazine over here called Algarve Lifestyle Magazine, which is a beautiful magazine, I have to say, and it's an English magazine. English speaking magazine I should say, and they contacted me and they did a 4-page spread on me and my move here and everything, which was so lovely of them to do that. But they've now asked me to contribute to their magazine and also to start doing shoots and stuff with them, so that's when I'm starting in March, and then wedding season starts up again. But it has been a good thing. I think if you were moving here to the Algarve and you didn't have one of your partners here to sort of be here and to see that things are going okay, I'd say it would be quite difficult, but the fact that I am here is good, and Fabio will be here next week, so I can't wait to see him. Neither can Linus. And then I won't have to, speak in broken English. So now starting to think about the garden too. I think the garden and the patios are going to be really important to me because I like to. I love gardening and I love growing things, and I love my surroundings to look as lovely as possible. So the garden that always got me about our place in Ireland was that we weren't south facing. We had a beautiful apartment, as you've seen my apartment, it's on here, but it was a lovely apartment, but it wasn't south facing. It was like the sun used to sort of go over the apartment like that, so you have to be careful what you planted in certain areas. But here I don't have to think about that. It's going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to grow things like cactuses and fruit trees. For instance, I'm going to put a fruit tree in, I think, and then just beautiful plants, and I'm really looking forward to starting on the garden and getting that done. But that's all in my head too at the moment, and once again, being a freelancer, it's great. I'll have time to do that. Patio area, you can see it's a big area, it really is, and it looks great with the new tiles. But I want to make this, like the lady who was here before, she covered up the border here with some sort of fake grass. The only thing that's living is this very spiky, evil looking tree, which I'm going to leave because I love it. But I'm going to pull all of that up, all of this sort of green stuff up, and re-soil it, and then grow obviously plants in there, and maybe a couple of trees, and maybe a couple of bougainvilleas, I think that's what you call them, growing over. But I want to make this into a beautiful sort of patio area with loads of plants and pots, and we'll have be able to eat our dinner here, and have barbecues here. And the barbecue also needs a bit of work on it, and we're going to put a shelf in here and a cupboard in here so we can put our washing machine in there. And then the actual awning along here, we're going to put a thing here, just probably around that high, just around there, just basically to give us a little bit more privacy in the patio area. Good morning, everybody. So IKEA have arrived. Let me show you how much stuff there is now in the house. Okay, so we've a lot of stuff just been delivered, beds and so on. So upstairs is still being done, so we'll have to move it all upstairs so he can, the carpenter can start downstairs working on the floors down here. So I think that's probably going to happen later on today. But let me just a couple of more boxes added in. All of this. Beds. And Fabio and I are going to have to put them all together. Marital bliss is going to happen in the next couple of weeks. In the next couple of days when he returns, we're going to have to put all of that together, and so much joy and fun. There's nothing better than putting IKEA furniture together. So the bedroom is nearly finished. All the beading has been put on along the walls, which is brilliant. Problem with the sliding doors, they were making so much noise, but they've been fixed. Not a noise now. Yay! They slide. I could stand here and do this all day. The door has been removed, and we've put in a sliding door because you can see that. Put in a sliding door, so that it adds more room. And also this room has been finished, the floors have been finished, and the beading has been finished. I think that's what's called beading, or the skirting rails. Next job will be to do the wardrobes, and also to put lights in, and we'll start decorating